Hello. The final check-in of Nomadland by Jessica Bruder, which, yes, has all the context that I think that the movie left out of, basically the 1% is earning like 83% or something much more than it was 50 years ago, whereas the people who were middle class are still making the same amount of money they were back in the 1970s. That, housing isn't affordable. That also saying that, that these nomads are not the norm, but they are what you would call a sensitive indicator species of what's going on. That that the United States is becoming the inequities of this thing, the gulf, the income divide is becoming not a divide but a chasm, and that you can compare it to the Congo, you can compare it to Russia, to China, places like this where there's massive differences in income, and the United States is like one of the worst of developed countries that way. And speaking as a Canadian, you always look at the United States and go, oh, motherfucker, because the United States is usually Canada's future. Whatever happens to the United States, we end up fucking following it, where they're the big boy and we just get sucked in their wake. So yeah, I mean, if this isn't already, you think about this happening, you start looking. I think at the end of the book she says she starts looking for all these nomads, all these people living in vans and stuff, doing stealth camping or stealth homelessness, and it's like, oh yeah, you can see all that. Fuck, I think about the trailer parks that I would deliver to, and it's like sort of what was the case of these people, and particularly how far off are you from these people is the constant refrain that goes in my head. And I've been in debt in various parts of my life, and I'm not at the moment, but shit, not that great with money, and I'm also not like raking in tons of dough. I've gotten to an equal point, but where does it go from there that you end up with lots of crap and in debt? The capitalist system, where they just hook you in and you spend and spend and spend until you find yourself in a place where you can't do anything. So I am interested in going back now and watching the movie again, because the movie ends with sort of Frances McDormand ensconced in a family with like a relationship and stuff like that, and then going off, and it's like, no, I can't do this, and leaving it, and it's like, it's just not something that other people get. This one ends in its own maybe fairy tale with Linda deciding she's bought a property kind of on the edge of the border, kind of desert land, where she's going to make an earth ship, a house made out of tires. It's going to be kind of sustainable, a sustainable off the grid house. And it's like, 66-year-old woman in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's like, how is that going to go? You really hope things will go well for them, but you think, oh, how many things have to go wrong before it all just goes to shit and she's hung out to dry? The author doesn't give a happy answer to that. So yeah, I'm very interested in going back and watching the movie again, because I feel like I should be pissed at the movie of the context it doesn't give, but maybe it does. I don't know. I'll go back and I'll watch it again. I definitely feel like I got much more. The book is far more unsettling than the movie. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there'll be a review number 2 on Nomadland, the movie, and I'll try and maybe incorporate that into a bit of a review of the book. Just, think about the future for my country, myself, my loved ones. Yeah. All right. I will leave it there. More videos later.